Hello, everybody. I'm GL1. Welcome to my online toy museum. And just in time for Halloween, I'm going to talk about monsters. The classic monsters that nobody probably cares that much about from yesteryear. Our good old vampire. We have Dracula. We have the Wolfman. And monster from the creature from the Black Lagoon. And Frankenstein's monster. All right. Well, I don't have the mummy because I really don't care about mummies. And they're kind of dumb. Really, if you just unravel them or light them on fire, it's over. Although they all kind of don't deal well with fire. Isn't that always the way it is? So I'm going to start first. I waited a long time for a Dracula that I liked. So there is like a Bela Lugosi looking Dracula that's a classic. That's kind of along the lines of this classic Frankenstein, but I didn't really like that one. So finally, Marvel came out with a Dracula that I think is really cool. This is, you can see, he can move his hair. The wind's blowing this way, and the wind's, now he's got an updraft, and like Marilyn Monroe, he's standing on a grate. Or maybe he's jumping down, right? Going down to hell. Or the wind's blowing that way, right? So anyway, you can position that. He's got a cool sword that just says, hey, this is a vampire sword. And it has, I don't know, kind of like a little C cup. I guess you can hang it on your wall there, just nice and convenient. Just hang it right on that. But this is, I think, a good-looking Dracula. It looks very angry, but he's also smiling. I think that you can look at him and you can say, if you look at his face there close up, I mean, there you get that resolution just right. He's got the teeth and everything, but there's just a hint of a smile, like, hey, he's got the hand that's like, I will rip your heart from your chest, and he's got the torso joint. Good hip joints. He's got feet, you can move the feet all around. And look, he's got little spiky boots and spiky ankles and knees. So he's just dangerous all the way around. Obviously he got this cape a long time ago, and it must be sentimental because it's falling apart. It's quite wind whipped. And, you would either think, Dracula easily could rob someone, get some money, and buy a better cape. But maybe it was given to him from someone special that he just, holds on to the cape. Big old earrings, and I don't know if he's worried about his earlobes getting longer and distended over time, but it doesn't look like he cares, although he heals really fast. And it comes with Build-A-Figure Blackheart, and there you're going to build Blackheart if you're willing to spend like $120 or $150, some ridiculous amount to build this stupid figure. Then you can do that. But I don't know who Blackheart is, and I certainly don't care, and I would never spend that much money to get it. And that's my problem with all the Marvel Build-A-Figures is, you used to be able to spend it was $9 a figure. You only have to buy 4 of them, and you get a much bigger figure. But so here it is, the arm that will never be attached to anything, and it comes with an extra hand. So it's possible that I may use this for some other figure. All right, and now you have serious Dracula face where he's just kind of like, yes, I understand. And he has fists if he's punching. I never thought of Dracula as a puncher, more like a kind of a scratcher, All right, so there we have Dracula. And who also has big teeth? We have the Wolfman. And yes, this is definitely the classic Wolfman. And I got this for $4, and I can see why. Now, articulation-wise, it's your typical $20, articulated action figure. You got good hips and knees, and you got, ankles that move all around, and, they're not quite a torso joint, but you got a waist joint that moves, and the head comes off. But, you push that on. And the thing about it is, it looks goofy. And this is what the Wolfman looked like in the old movie. So it is true to classic, but, it's sad. So I only got this because I might use it as a prop in something, but I figured, hey, it's Classic Monster Day. So there you go, Wolfman. All right. Now, this one's cool. The Frankenstein. This is a good Frankenstein. Good action figure here. And, you have all the joints, wrists that move all around, and, big old giant boots like he wore to make the actor look taller than he actually was. And, he's got a jacket, and look, it even kind of like opens up a little bit. I don't think you want to open it all the way. It probably is glued. And that comes with this box here. And there you go, the classic look of, it tells you the actors in the original Frankenstein. See, it's Frankenstein's monster. So people always call this Frankenstein, but it's really Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was the doctor who made him, Dr. Frankenstein. So yeah, it says here, Frankenstein, the man who made the monster. So there you go. You can open that up and get a better look at that here. So in the Frankenstein movie, he gives flowers to a little girl, and I don't remember what happens, but he ends up throwing the little girl like super far into a lake or something like that. So here's your flowers. So he comes and he's bringing her flowers. Yeah, flowers, because that's kind of how he talks. And then he's got chains. You can chain your Frankenstein up, and different hands. And then look, you got. I'm trying to say something funny, but I gotta say, really good articulation. I'm sorry, not articulation, carving. Just a really good mold. Look at the face there, the wrinkles and everything. Really well done. And there, is he laughing or is he looking scary and maniacal? I think he's laughing. Let's see. All right, so there he is. There's serious face Frankenstein. If we pop that off. And can we pop it off? All right, and we got the bolts in the neck. Oh, look, and it moves from here. That's cool. So not only does the head move, but it moves from the neck joint. That's great. All right, so let's stick that on. And all right, so yeah, so you can this is, he's looking like, you like me. Come on, that was funny. Come on, there you go. And look, you can even see like it's there's an into the mouth, the teeth actually are sticking out past the inside of the mouth. So really just a great mold, right? So you don't see that kind of detail everywhere. So I think we're going to leave smiley face Frankenstein on there. All right. So I always like watery monsters, and I love the creature from the Black Lagoon. So I'm going to show you. Now, when I was a little kid, I had a creature from the Black Lagoon that was rubber. And I remember when I lost it, I wanted to go out and play. And I went and I took him and I threw him in the closet next to the front door where all the coat closet, and up into the closet, and then it disappeared. Now, what happened? I looked and looked and looked and searched for it and never found it. And I suspect my older brother took it because he had done that with a radio of mine once too, because I did find that in his room. So that's what I think happened. And so having never healed from that, I had to get more Creature from the Black Lagoons. So I got a rubber one, and this is the kind that has the beads inside, right? And, he's, right? He's getting scratcha, and he's got webbed hands for swimming and webbed feet. And I also got rubber Frankenstein. So he's always got that. He's never healing up there, right? He's always got that scar on his head, and hopefully his wrist scars will heal. But there you go, monsters lifelike. So this is Universal Studios, and it's made by the Imperial Company, which makes all the rubber toys. Like used to say made in Hong Kong back in the day. This is 2008. So it says made in China now, because now China has well, Hong Kong has reverted to China ownership. It was a big lease deal thing with the British that was 99 years. But anyway, now that the Imperial Company, if you watch the episode on rubber toys, I think it's episode 277, it's got like 30,000 views. It's crazy. But Imperial made a whole bunch of rubber toys, and they overused all the rubber, and they ran out of rubber, and they had to regrow the trees. So it took 20 years. So there was a period between 1980 and 2000 where there were no rubber toys. It was all plastic. And then once the rubber trees grew back, they were more responsible for how they use it. And so now we have rubber toys again. So there you go. A couple of rubber fellas there. All right. Well, now here's a simplistic creature from the Black Lagoon. And but I think he's cute. He's definitely pretty jacked. He's got big lats, pecs. Not a lot of articulation. But you can see he's got a lot of good detail on the back. And it's almost like He-Man, like 5.5-inch size. So kind of like the Motu He-Man scale. So, you could pretend he's friends with Merman. He's got a big biceps and muscles. So that fits kind of the He-Man thing. And I'm going to show you this one next. This is the Mego. Mego made a lot of toys back in the 70s. But this is a new Mego figure, and it's still got the rubber that connects the legs on there, and rubber for the torso joint. But you can twist them around. I talked to the Mego rep. He said that's much better rubber now, so it should last a lot longer. And if it breaks, you can use like rubber washers that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot and fix it. So he's got some good ankle articulation and knees. It's got elbows and wrists. So, I mean, this is quite an upgrade from the old Mego toys. And then, he's cute. And he's got like his little outfit on, And that actually, it comes, look at that. It comes off. And then underneath, there you go, Mego. All right, so I got this at a convention last year and talked to the Mego guy. I told him I would open this one. I didn't open my Medusa Mego figure, but I did, this guy's just too cute. All right, so now my high-end creature from the Black Lagoon. And this is what's great, wait long enough, like I often say, get what you want. So at Ross, this was originally $25, and I got it for $9. So here you go, a real high-end creature from the Black Lagoon. And yes, he looks surprised, but that's how he looked in the movie. He looked like, he looks as scared as whoever he's trying to scare, but this is the way the rubber mask looked. So he's like that, and he's got, you can see he's got the big old clawed, webbed hands. Good for swimming and clawing. And excellent articulation. Look, you got the torso joint and the waist joint, and they both bend and swivel. So really, you can hardly get any better articulation than that. And then you have, look, you got the double knees, you got the double elbows. I mean, this is just a fantastic articulated figure. You got your ankle that moves all around, and you can take a look at the back and compare that to the Mego figure. So all the I think you can see that everything is quite similar, and even with the old rubber figure, very cute. Rubber figure has good eyes. Look at those eyes. So all right, and vertical slits mean they're very good at seeing in the dark, by the way. So that's why cats, they have those vertical slits and they can see really well in the dark. All right, so he comes with a couple of accessories, and you can open that up. Oh, here, look. There you go. That's the vampire. That's the Bela Lugosi-looking Dracula. That, I mean, it's a good-looking figure if you like it. And then there's the Bride of Frankenstein. And, I saw those when they were out, and I just don't care about them enough to buy them. So leave that for somebody else to enjoy. But there you go. Look, you have like a bone hand. Like, I don't know, I guess in the movie there's a scene where he's got a bone hand, and then you have like a spear gun, and then a different head. Let's see. Oh, mouth closed. That's what that is. Okay. And then you have a grabbing hand. Okay, so these are like swimming, clawing hands. And then you got a grabbing hand. So I guess you could hold onto the spear gun, take it away from somebody. And I thought there was a net. If there was a net, I think there was a net, and I don't know where it is. But in any case, well, this is what I have. So there you go. There's the monsters for Halloween. And, they're not too scary nowadays. Not like what we have now, right? Everything is demons and ghosts and Ouija boards and, very scary stuff. Not this like slow guys that come out of the swamp, although this guy was really tough. So, I mean, you really don't want to mess with him either. But, I'm sure fire would scare all these guys, right? So, all right. Well, thank you for watching. I enjoyed showing you that collection, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.